Hendon, when y'all went back and kind of scrubbed out that film from Georgia, what were your thoughts of it? Was anything different from what you thought it was? Was there more opportunities there, more plays missed, or from whoever, or what were your thoughts when you watched it?
Yeah, just a lot of self-inflicted, mistakes. And, Georgia came out, they played a great game. Hats off to those guys. But we really definitely left a lot of plays out there from just us not doing things that we normally do on a daily basis. All comes back to little things, paying attention to detail. And we didn't do that on Saturday.
And then Jalen had mentioned in the post game that at times they couldn't hear your snap count. How do you guys fix that, adjust that, or tweak it to where that miscommunication won't be as an issue moving forward?
I mean, that starts with just, minor details, looking at the ball. It shouldn't be going off of my snap count. It should be going off of the movement of the ball. The environment that we play in shouldn't affect how we play from a mental standpoint or, a physical standpoint. From what's going on around us and off the field, it shouldn't affect what we have going on the field. We should play one play at a time and, play confident and through how we're taught, through our technique. And, moving forward, just playing confident. I feel like we didn't really have too much confidence out there due to, prior drives at the beginning of the game. Wasn't going the way we wanted it to, but we have to continue to push through that.
I know you talk a lot about humility and how you approach the game, but also confidence is so much a part of this team and this offense. How do you balance humility and confidence now after a loss?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same way, just bouncing back. It's a learning process. That's something that I communicated to the offense, before the game was even over. Like, we'll learn from this and we'll bounce back. But, moving forward, just wanted to, continue to encourage guys, as I do on a daily basis, to get in here, get extra work in as a normal week. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We didn't play well and we didn't have the outcome that we wanted. That's part of the game. Sometimes it won't go your way, but, you can prevent that, moving forward. So just continuing to encourage my teammates to take it one day at a time, one rep at a time, and give 100% for their brothers to the left and to the right of them.
Yeah, Hendon, you kind of spoke on it right there, the snap and clear mentality, some ways to go about that this week. And how important is it just to come out and play your game against Missouri to try to get back on track?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very important. It's huge to us that we come out and get back, into how we play, and that's real fast and having fun out there as well. So, getting back to the basics and dialing in on those little details so that we can prevent them moving forward.
And I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Latrell just a few minutes ago. When you got away from Georgia and you got out of there and you got back home, there were some surprises in college football. There were some other things that happened. Were there conversations that were had when you talked to each other and you say, guys, we're still in this thing. We've got to put this behind us and move on. Were there any of those conversations at all?
Yeah, like I said, it was a learning process. That's what I wanted to communicate to not just the offense but the rest of the team. That was the overall message after the game, that we'll move on from this. And, any Saturday, it could be anybody's day. So, you can't take anyone for granted. That's why we prepare the way we prepare and go out there and want to compete at a high level, taking care of our business off the field and on the field, and just, doing the right things in preparation so that we can execute how we want to execute and, in the end, get a win at the end of the day.
It looked like at sometimes maybe you held on to the ball a little too long. Once you had a chance to kind of look back through everything, how would you assess your personal performance? Mm-hmm. And then how are you recovering today? Are you sore? What is that process like?
Mm-hmm. No, looking back at it, I didn't hold on to the ball too long in any circumstance. Honestly, maybe sometimes when I got out of the pocket, I could have threw it away. But just me being me, I was just trying to make a play. Game of football, you'll have bumps and bruises and soreness. So, yeah, I'm sore. It's Monday, so we want to come in on Monday and get a nice shakeout, get the blood flowing, and get back into the groove so Tuesday we can hit the ground running.
Patrick and then you're so businesslike, and every day is a day at the office. And obviously now you're trying to bounce back from the loss. Have you thought about what Saturday is going to be like, the reception you're going to get running through the tee for the final time, and what that moment might be like?
I envision it being just another day at the office, like we say, but it's my last time in Neyland. It's surreal, bittersweet, very very excited to see a lot of my family members there that haven't got a chance to see me play, since I was little or in high school. So, it's going to be a day for the family and, a day for the Vols just to go out there and enjoy kneeling.
How many family members extra are you bringing in?
Maybe like 30.
Hendon, a couple of quick things. A couple of analysts have pointed out that you don't take as deep a drop in the pocket as maybe some other quarterbacks. What's the thinking behind that?
That's just, how we run our offense. Our coaches want our cleats in the ground as soon as possible. That's just, the procedure that we take. Other teams have different footwork. It's all determining on what their scheme is and what they want to do with their offense. And that's just how we maneuver in ours.
And a number of you guys have pointed out this is a copycat league. What are some things that you anticipate other opponents are going to try to do to you that this time you'll want to be better prepared for?
Yeah, really it's just us being prepared and doing what we do on a daily basis, and that's preparing the right way and focusing on the minor details so that we can go out there and get things that we want to execute, get those executed, and play our game. We were off our game. We didn't do things that we do on a daily basis. Like you said, we had some miscommunication on the snap count. We had miscommunication on plays. We had false starts. A lot of things that we need to eliminate out of our game that hurt us. There was nothing like those pre-snap penalties, and nothing that Georgia did. That was all on us, just not being locked in. On a couple key plays we could have made that, we didn't. So. Yep.
Hendon, what have you seen from Missouri's defense and some of the things they do well?
Mm-hmm. They're incredibly, incredibly physical up on the line of scrimmage. Linebackers read really well. Their safety is incredible, good size and can move really well. DBs on the outside play really aggressive and scrappy and play hard. So looking to go out there and compete at a high level on Saturday and get back into our game.
And then when you leave here, you're going to leave a legacy if this program continues to stay where it is. If you were the guy that turned it around and took it to that level, when you leave here and you look back, what are your thoughts of what the sustainability keys are going to be for this program to get where you've gotten it?
Mm-hmm. Just continue to be coachable. Listen to your position coach. Listen to Coach Hype. Listen to the older guys that have been in the program these past couple of years that have seen the change in culture. And it's a lot of young guys in the facility that have the opportunity to step up and voice their opinions as leaders. We've got a lot of young leaders and a lot of young playmakers that I'm eager to see out there on the field. And I know we have a lot of great recruits coming in as well. So just excited to see this program continue to elevate and be at that top stage of college football.
And you've played football a while for a young guy, and I'm sure you've had games where an opponent's just put it on you for whatever reason. And I guess that's the position Missouri's in right now this week, because y'all went down there last year and just kind of put it on them. What's the mindset of a team, of a player individually that maybe had to go through something like that last year? What's that sort of drive like during the week?
Really, I've been so just locked in on, what we need to do and being a great leader to my teammates, and how can I encourage my teammates to, stay the course and continue to do the things that we've been doing since January, and that's just putting in extra work and continuing to stay dialed in to the task at hand, and that's winning ball games. So, really the overall goal and message is to, do what we do on a daily basis, and that's come in and prepare the right way. That's coming in, encouraging our brothers, and having a positive attitude while we do it, and having a good time as well. It's a blessing to be in this position, and we'll continue to approach it as that.
I guess in terms of what for a team that went through a loss like that last year, is that something that you think would motivate them? Is that something that you think
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it would. I'm sure it'll give them some extra fuel to the fire. Us coming off a loss, it definitely fuels our fire. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be a competitive and physical football game on Saturday.
Thanks, Hendon.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.